Hi guys, so this is the third video of lesson 24 and I'm trying to get this presentation to open. There we go. Okay, and we're going to be looking at this question here. 1 2/10 divided by 4/10 equals 1 2/10 divided by 1/10 divided by 4. Okay, this is another way to do it, and something to notice, right? What do you see here? 1 2/10 divided by 4. Okay, that's the same as 4/10. So they're just breaking it up. 4/10 is the same as 1/10 divided by 4. Okay, so then you take, let me get another color here. You get your 1 2/10 and you divide it by 1/10. And remember, when you're dividing by 1/10, all you need to do is move your numbers, right? One time, yeah. So now we have 12. So 1 2/10 divided by 1/10 equals 12. You could think of also as 12 divided by 1, right? 12/10 divided by 1/10. How many 1/10 fit into 12? That would be 12. And now you're just going to divide 12 by 4 and you get 4. Okay, so breaking apart your 4/10 and your 1/10 into 1/10 and 4/10 basically. All right, so now we're going to look at number 3 on page 221. Let me see if I can get that for us. And let's clean off this screen. Okay, well, the screen doesn't want to clear off. Probably because I did that. Let me just fix that for us. Problems with tools. Okay, now let's try and clear the screen. Erase. Nope, nothing wants to work. All right, well, that happens, right? That's okay. Let's just leave it there. You have this in your book, so you can look at it if you want to see it nice and clean. 3 75/100 divided by 75/100. And now we have 2 blanks here. So you can imagine that we're going to be splitting up our 75/100 into 2 parts. Okay, so let's say 75/100, right? That would be 100th. Sorry, lots of problems with tools today. 100th divided by 75. Okay, so we're just breaking those 2 apart. I know, it's kind of cool. Now, 375 divided by 100th. And that's going to be actually 375. So 375 hundredths divided by 100th. How many 100th are in 375 hundredths, right? 375 of them. And then we're going to divide that by 75. Remember, we're growing our brains, learning to understand numbers in new ways. I know, even me, right? Even your parents, this would be helpful for some of us. So 375 divided by 75, because this is not something that is a multiplication table. But I want you to think about something. 75 times 2. Do you know what 75 times 2 is? This is one of those good numbers to know, because 75 times 2 is 150. Okay? 75 times 2 is 150. If you think about 50 and 25, right? 50 and 50 makes 100, 25 and 25 makes 50. Okay, so if that makes 150, then what would 75 times 4 be? Yep, that would be 300, because 150 and 150 make 300. Also good numbers to know about. All right, and we're looking for 375, so I'm thinking about 5, right? And 75 times 5. Just another way to think about numbers. You're welcome to do it by regular division, but you see how 75 isn't going to fit into 37. You have to take it into the whole one. So you have to do some kind of guess and checking anyway, right? 5 times 5 is 25. 7 times 5 is 35. Plus 2 is 37. So that's going to be 375. And then we can subtract. Is there nothing left to bring down? And we're at 0. So 375 divided by 75 is 5. 3 75 hundredths divided by 75 hundredths is 5. It's kind of cool. You feel your brain growing? Yeah? All right. Let me see if there's anything else. My screen will not clean. Okay. Sorry, just looking. Oh, yeah, I do have one more thing that we want to look at. Two and 5/10 divided by 5/100. Okay. What is similar or different about this? 2 and 5/10 divided by 75/100. Do you notice? On all of the other ones, we had the same place value. Here we have 5/10, and here we have 5/100, right? So what are we going to do about that? Well, let me show you 2 and 5/10 divided by 5/100. 25/10 divided by 5/100. And the answer here is 5. But there is an error. So for question number 1 in your Edpuzzle, I want you to tell me what is the error. See if you can figure out what they did wrong here. Okay? See if you can figure out what they did wrong here. Put it in Edpuzzle for number 1. All right? Okay, so you put in what you thought in your Edpuzzle. Let me show you how we're going to solve this kind of a thing. Okay, 25/10 divided by 5/100 is the same as 250 hundredths divided by 500. So we have to have like terms, right? So we're basically multiplying this by 10 to make it into hundredths, just adding a 0 on the end, right? And now we have 250 hundredths, and 250 divided by 5 is 50, not 5, right? Okay. And then 2 and 5/10 divided by 5/100. Here's another way to do it. 2 and 5/10, 250 divided by 5. You see how they divided the 2 and 5/10 by 100th? And that made your 250, and then divided by 5. And if you're looking at the actual problem here, right, 2 and 5/10 is the same as 2.5. And then you have 5/100. So you should notice that 5 wouldn't be the correct answer there anyway. And the answer is 50. Okay, thanks for your hard work. Let's watch some funny videos. I want to see how to make the sound. I think you're not getting the sound. Okay, I'm going to work on getting the sound for you guys for the next video. But for now, we're going to have to watch it without the sound. It's still funny. Okay, see you in the next video. Thanks for your hard work.